Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone and Rowell. Peace and blessings, salutations to the whole collective Israel. Alright? And this lesson, there's a lot of stuff happening, man. There's stuff happening all over the world, which is prophecy, but a huge thing that's coming that's really going to come out of nowhere because the news is not keeping you updated on this is the economic collapse or the economy collapse. All right, because it's going to collapse, whether it's 2018, 2019, whatever, it's coming. I just looked up economy collapse, 2018 to 2019. And one of the articles that came up was from 2014, and it said, don't worry about the economy until 2018. Well, it's 2018 right now, and you can clearly see that the dollar is losing its value rapidly. People are dropping it all over the place. All right, it's really, and people are even burning dollars in different countries to show you that it's going. It's almost done. All right, and the economy is going to collapse, man. All right, it's going to be worse than the Great Depression, and America's not going to be revived out of it. Okay, major things are going to come upon this place, and if you're not, in your right mind and on the good side of Yahweh Ishmael Shai, you're going to die. All right, simple as that. But a while back, I also made a video on FEMA camps. All right, because there are obviously concentration camps, and somebody still believes that that they're for your protection. Well, they were talking about this was a while ago, but I was just thinking about it. Talking about radiation, like those are clearly meant to keep you trapped in there to kill you, all right, or to force you to take a chip, all right. It's not for your protection. If you seriously think that's for your protection, you're a retard. All right? You really are. Okay? And also, speaking on that too, most of the world, and especially Americans, are retarded as shit. Do you know that? Like, I'm not even trying to be offensive. I'm not throwing insults. I'm literally being honest because there can be so much proof on one thing, so much facts and evidence, and it's just blatantly obvious that the government lied to you or that this and that, and people still do not see it. It's ridiculous. Just like there was a video of a KGB agent, and he said that you can shower them with facts and they won't believe it. And sometimes they can even see it with their own eyes and they won't believe it. Like, because you can clearly see that America's falling and most of the world can't see it, but that's because you're being blinded. All right? That's because you're being blinded. Because it is falling very, very fast. Very quickly. Alright? Because the 9/11 was obviously an inside job. They literally said they even found thermite dust at the scene. And people still seriously think it was planes that took the buildings down. People get mad and say, oh, that was fucking real. People died that day. Just because it's a false flag or an inside job doesn't mean nobody died. It just means that it was set up to happen. And what did they do? They invaded the Middle East and they stole resources from it. That was their justification of going to war. All right? Nobody ever questions anything the government does. Nobody. All right? And I'm actually going to show you a video. I posted it on Instagram. I got it from somebody else's page on my Explore page. Subliminal messages in Call of Duty, right? They put it right in your face. They put it right in your face. That shows that people are so blinded. And that wasn't, they didn't, they didn't purposely go that slow. Okay, it speeds through it, but somebody slowed it down so you would be able to read it. Instead of water fluoridation, chemtrails, false flag operations. But you people still don't understand, man. And that's why the Lord's going to kill you, man. And I'm talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you Israelites, who are completely oblivious to what's going on, man. All right? All Israelites, you guys are smart, man, but you just don't use your brains. You're smart, but you don't use your intelligence. Because you're blind. You're not physically blind, but you can't understand what's going on. All right? America is collapsing, man, and they do these false flags to go to war. They're putting it right in your face. I don't know what you want. Is it supposed to come out of the TV and smack you across the head or something? Because it's right there, man. It's literally right in your face. Do you understand? It is right in your face. Now all of a sudden they're starting to make more and more movies, more music videos showing nukes and disasters coming upon America, and you still don't get it. You better wake up, man, because those doors of mercy are literally shutting as we speak. All right, this is 2 Ezra chapter 16. I'll start at verse 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. America's destruction is at hand, man. Whether you want to believe it or not. And whether you want to believe it or not is not going to change the outcome. All right, that's another thing that you people need to understand. All right, if you think 2 + 2 = 5, it doesn't mean that's true. Okay? It doesn't mean that's true. It still equals 4. It doesn't matter what your opinion is or how you feel. 2 + 2 still equals 4. Even if you think it equals 5. Even if everybody in the world thinks that it equals 5 all of a sudden. It's still only 4. If you can understand what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if you don't believe America is going to get destroyed. It doesn't matter if you don't believe in God or the Bible. It doesn't matter. It's not going to stop it from happening. You can't just look up at nukes falling down to America and say, I don't believe that's going to happen. I don't believe this is going to destroy America. And then all of a sudden it's going to go away. And it talks about that. All right. A sword is sent upon you. And who is he? And who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood? Or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it hath begun to burn? May one turn again the archer, the arrow, that is shot of a strong archer? The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? All right? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. All right? I'll just keep reading. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. All right? So nobody can stop what's coming, okay? All you Christians clearly don't understand the Bible, because the Bible is not with Christianity, all right? You're using our book to justify your madness, and it's not working. Well, it's deceiving the world. Like it says in Matthew chapter 7, verse 13, 14, or it could be 13 and 15, it says, wide is the gate that leadeth to destruction, and many there be that go in thereat. There's billions of Christians. That's obviously not the truth, man. All right? You Christians are completely mad. You make memes and rip on each other when you don't even understand the scriptures yourself. You're a bunch of hypocrites, man. All right? A lot of you don't even practice what you preach. And another thing is, you Christians, you seriously think that who you call God is dealing with America. You really think that he loves this place. Why would he love this place? Why would he love this place? He destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, and this place is 1,000,000,000 times worse. That's a hyperbole, by the way. But this place is 1,000,000,000 times worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. All right? America is going to be destroyed by nuclear thermal destruction, whether you want it or not. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? And now it's going to start going into how you're not going to pay attention to it because you're oblivious. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. You look at Americans, they think they're in a good place. They think that everything's all right, especially our people. And that's who this is for, the elect, all right? The elect of the nation Israel. They think everything's all right. Well, I'm talking about the Israelites, the elect. They know that stuff is not all right. All right, Lord willing, we are part of the elect. Most of our people, the Israelites, they have no idea what's going on. They say they're living their best life. You're in slavery. How are you living your best life right now? You're in slavery. And this devil's got his foot, on your neck. Constantly killing our people every day, doing different devilish deeds. And you think you're living your best life. That's how destroyed we are, man. And you can see over the years how much more dull and rubbed down and ridiculous our people get every year. It's ridiculous. All right. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And I also saw a post a brother posted, and it was from it was an article, and it was talking about how the whole world is in debt, and eventually something's going to happen, and soon probably, man. All right, the whole world is going to suffer. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. All right, we're in Esau's end in the beginning of ours. All right, so, I know I go into that chapter a lot, but I just want to update, and they're pushing that RFID or NFC microchip, which is the mark of the beast. They're pushing that more and more every day as well. All right, they even said that there's going to be an imminent hack on banks or something, and ultimately what they're doing is setting up false flags to flush out cash, right? And then they're going to push that chip. You can clearly see it. That's why they use gradualism. They gradually prepare people for that change, all right? That's why you're so used to scanning items already, self checkout. They want you to be prepared for that, all right? Get a couple more here. Matthew chapter 24, verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So we are literally entering into the worst times to come upon the planet, and you think it's a fucking joke. You think it's a joke, man. This is not a joke, all right? This is real life. Something that our people never want to deal with, all right? Let me go back to 2nd Ezra so we can get chapter 15. Start at verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the earth, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. All right, so with that said, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone to roll well, peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect of Israel. Shalom.